Today on Florida Sportsman Best Boat. If you're looking for a solid, well-designed fishing platform that offers stylish and functional features, we'll be taking a look at the Ranger 2260 Bay. A bay boat with an overall length of 21 feet 5 inches, a beam of 8 feet 4 inches, and max horsepower rating of 200. Standout features on the Ranger 2260 Bay. Multiple live wells, both fore and aft, allow anglers to separate different types of baits and provide easy access to them from anywhere on the boat. Lockable rod storage boxes provide a great place to store rods and gear, keeping the boat uncluttered when not casting lines. A large bow casting platform allows multiple anglers to fish comfortably without tangling lines. In search of a versatile boat that handles both inshore and offshore conditions with ease? If so, we'll be taking a look at the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer. A bay boat with an overall length of 24 feet 7 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and max horsepower rating of 300. Standout features on the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer. A versatile bow layout provides a large area for relaxation in the sun and often can be quickly converted into a casting platform for when the bite gets hot. When packing gear for a full day on the water with multiple guests, ample storage space keeps the deck clear and uncluttered. Comfortable stern seating provides a safe place to relax while running to the next destination and can easily be converted into a casting platform. Looking for a fast boat that delivers style, function, and fishability? If so, we'll be taking a look at the Glasstream 360 SCX. A center console with an overall length of 36 feet, a beam of 10 feet, and max horsepower rating of 1200. Standout features on the Glasstream 360 SCX. An air-conditioned cabin is a must for when mom and the kids want to tag along on a long-distance adventure. The perfect place to get out of the sun and relax. Comfortable helm seating provides a secure place to sit or stand when running in excess of 70 miles per hour to the next fishing spot. Exceptional range combines fuel capacity and efficiency to ensure that you'll make it to your destination safely, on time, and with a little extra money in your wallet. Join our hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles as they conduct walkthroughs and review key features, all to help you decide if this is the best boat for you.
Welcome back to another episode of Florida Sportsman Best Boat. I'm Florida Sportsman Boating Editor, George Labonte.
And I'm Captain Rick Riles.
This week we've got 3 more great boats to look at, Rick. We've got the Ranger 2260 Bay, the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer, and the Glasstream 360 SCX.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 50 years since Ranger first started building bass boats, but they made a seamless transition into bay boats. This 2260 is a perfect example of that.
All right, next up we're going to look at the Coastal Explorer 251 from Grady White. Now this boat is a little unique. This is a bay type of boat, but Grady White's patented CV2 hull. This is a variable dead rise bottom. This is a boat made to run in the chop, but still only 14 inches of water you need.
All right, hey, you want to get there fast in a hurry? We also did the Glasstream 360 SCX. That thing flies.
For a 70-mile-an-hour boat, something different about it. This is a boat with a cabin. Perfect for long trips offshore, overnighters to the Gulf, overnight trip to the Bahamas. You're going to get there at 70 miles an hour and you got a place to sleep when you do arrive.
3 neat boats. Let's get them going.
When we come back, hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles take a closer look at a bay boat designed for the family that loves to fish, the Ranger 2260 Bay.
This segment brought to you by Infinity by Harman. It's all about the music.
Hey Dad, can we do that again tomorrow?
Don't forget your sunscreen.
Welcome back to Florida Sportsman Best Boat. Join our hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles as they take a closer look at the Ranger 2260 Bay. Representing the 17 to 24 foot class in the bay boat category, the Ranger 2260 Bay has an overall length of 21 feet 5 inches, a beam of 8 feet 4 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 200. Designed to sneak around in shallow water and handle choppy bay waters with ease, she has a draft of 13 inches, a dead rise of 14 degrees, a dry weight of 2,600 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 49 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
George, you and I have been around so long, we've seen a few boat companies come and go over the years.
You got that right.
Can you imagine what it takes to stay ahead of innovation for 50 years?
You're right, Rick. You know, back when they were building these boats one at a time in the little shop in Flippin, Arkansas, it was bass fishing. And you know, Ranger is responsible for a lot of innovations in the bass boat market. They're the first people to patent an aerated live well on a boat for keeping bass alive in tournament fishing. This is a boat for fishing coastal estuaries along the beach and in the backwater. It's a saltwater boat, it's not a bass boat.
It drafts very little, only drafts about 13 inches. It's just perfect to me that this boat can do an awful lot of what a flats boat can do. You're gonna be very comfortable around the jetties and close to shore.
Follow me back here. Rick, one of the things that we both commented about this boat was what? About the boat, the way it rides.
Easy, rock solid. If you look at how your platforms are laid out, you look at where your seating is, there's nothing in here to break, George.
You've got a back platform and a front platform, what you need to fish off of. This boat happens to have the new 4-stroke Mercury 200, which is awesome. I mean, a really super torquey, quick motor, and it fits this boat perfectly. But back here, under a fishing platform, you've got 2 flip-up jump seats, which, you know, that's become very popular and we love them. You've also got access to your bilge through the back corners there and an integrated platform to get in and out of the boat on. Here's a well here that's about a 20-gallon live well you could use for a release well for redfish or whatever. It's big enough. You can see they're getting plenty of air. They got high-speed pickups on these pumps. And forward, they've got another even larger live well we'll look at in a minute.
George, step up here just a second out of the sun. Let me tell you something that just jumped out at me. This boat certainly qualifies as having come from a premier builder. Who's more of a premier builder than Ranger?
Ranger really has identified their target. This is a working man's boat, something that you can save your money and buy and be proud of, and it's not going to kill you to own it. This boat, priced in the kind of $50,000 range, is just ridiculously affordable for the quality of a boat that you're getting. You know, continuing with the whole theme of everything you need and nothing you don't, this is a really functional console. This helm layout, you know, all your switching here, breakers on the switching, gauges, I mean, everything's there. Room for your displays, overhead box. I mean, functional, not over the top. This T-top is a soft top. It's got places to put rods in the side of it. I mean, it's just rigged up like a practical fishing boat, and it's really easy to run from right here.
George, it's the bow of a bay boat that's where the magic happens so often. Let's take a look up there and see how they did this.
Yeah, that's where you want to be all day, where I'm driving the thing. Yeah, let's go. Want and hop up there, always wanting the spotlight.
Let me tell you something, buddy. I love that step, but you know what? I do look good up here.
All right, I'll give you that. What do you like about the front of this boat?
The first thing that comes to mind, I love the step up because you make it 100 times a day, and these long rod boxes, okay? It's natural to want to fly fish out of a boat like this. We've got 9-foot rod lockers here and a ton of storage.
Yeah, you've got room for, actually there's rod tubes for 6 rods on that side. They're both 9 feet, these boxes. They kind of build this boat as a storage heavy design, and it definitely lives up to that name.
Remember when this was gunnel height on all the bay boats and you could step right off of them?
Sure.
You know, Ranger set it at just the right height. You can cast as far as you want to cast, see everything that you can see, but yet you're not in danger of stepping off the side of the boat.
Now let me bring you back to this live well I was talking about. There's a round live well under here that is really big. I mean, it's a nice, you know, it's a 35-gallon-ish kind of well, but one of the things I really like about it, tons of water, high-speed pickup again, like the rear one, but it's blue on the inside, and blue has got a real calming effect on baits.
And you know what occurred to me? This is really a 4-person boat if you're going to go fishing. You can very comfortably fish 2 people up here and 2 people off the stern. Nobody's in anybody's way.
Yeah, fishing-wise, 4 people, no problem. You can carry more than that. It's rated for up to 7 people, and if you're just riding around, enjoying the day, I mean, you can put a half a dozen people on here, but no problem putting 2 anglers back there and 2 up here.
I tell you what, if you're looking at a bay boat that is a highly functional fishing machine, the 2260 Bay from Ranger is one you really need to see.
When we return, hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles step aboard a versatile fishing platform built with family comfort in mind, the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer. This segment brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
An entirely new species of extreme predator is moving offshore. The Yamaha 5.6-liter V8 XTO offshore outboard. extreme big block thrust and power in the industry's first direct injection 4-stroke. Quiet, efficient, powerful, and proven Yamaha reliability. More than an outboard, it's a fully integrated power system. The all-new Yamaha V8 XTO Offshore.
Welcome back to Florida Sportsman Best Boat. Join our hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles as they take a closer look at the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer. Representing the 25 to 28 foot class in the bay boat category, the Grady White 251 Coastal Explorer has an overall length of 24 feet 7 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 300. Built for inshore and offshore fishing with a family, she has a draft of 14 inches, a dead rise of 16 degrees, a dry weight of 3,715 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 78 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
George, we all know people that are just fun to be around. Well, like me. Every year we get to do some boats that are just fun to be on. How about the one we had today?
Well, this is a really unique boat, Rick, and I want to tell you why. Do you know who C. Raymond Hunt is?
Sure.
Well, tell me who he is.
Well, we've been around boats. He's one of the most famous hull designers ever.
Grady White has incorporated the CV2 design, which is the C. Ray Hunt design, into their entire line. They built a bottom that's a continual variable dead rise. On the bottom, there's no two places on the keel where the dead rise is the same. It starts with a really sharp entry in the front. It's constantly changing. It flares back to a 30-degree dead rise in the center and then a 16-degree dead rise at the transom. This boat will float in 14 inches of water. But using that continual variable bottom, what they've made is a boat that is offshore capable that will go fish in shallow water and in the backwater. It's got a lot going on the inside. Why don't we jump up on and take a look around?
I'm ready. George, there's a reason why the creature comforts are so nice in here. Grady White was smart enough to understand how many families are getting into fishing. A woman had to sign off on every piece of this, and there's a reason why it looks so good.
There's a threefold function to the piece that's right behind you. This becomes just regular forward seating with a V. This filler piece here is a fiberglass insert to make it into a casting deck. If we remove these cushions and have a glass walk around casting deck, it's very sturdy to walk on, but you can take that piece out of there, add it right here, and turn this front console seat also into a sun lounge. And when you do that, Rick, you don't impede your fishability around it. Also, you can raise it up and have a table right here too that you can sit to right there. You can address it from right here. It's really three functions in one, and it's really well designed. Another neat configuration up here, these forward seating, you've got two matching lounge seats where you can raise the back of the seat up and recline very comfortably on either side of the boat as well.
George, I love the cushions and the inserts and all that, but don't you dare leave this bow area without talking about that trolling motor. Offshore, 15, 18 knots of wind this morning, nasty sea. Come back here, creep along the mangroves. What a deadly weapon for any size boat.
Also, I really notice and I like these rod holders here. They've got 3 rod holders on each side behind me and over here too. If you're the guy up on the bow casting, you can have your go stick, your standby rods right there. That's not all, Rick. We've also got fish boxes up here. There's 2 insulated boxes. There's an 81-quart insulated box on each side of the boat. You've got an insulated drink cooler underneath the seat here. Tackle trays that go in this side. There's a pull-out drawer that you can load a bunch of stuff in. You can have your own little self-contained fishing unit here. All your food, drinks, rods, everything. Let's not forget, you've got this cool bow boarding ladder too, which is great for a day like this to put that retractable ladder down and climb out of the boat without having breaking your neck, falling out of the thing. Let's move to the middle of the boat and check out the rest of this rig.
George, you step back here, it's all Grady, isn't it? The Grady name goes right through, everything's solid. And I mean, this is laid out so simple and so solid.
Yeah, you know what? I love this top right here. This is completely attached only to the console. It's a light T-top. I mean, this thing is a really, really smart design. Full height, wraparound, panoramic glass right here. It's really easy to see through all the way around, and it's tight. You can get behind it in the wind.
Now, you went down inside the console.
I mean, console large enough to get inside, plenty of room. They've got a head in this one here. You can add a head to it. I mean, there's plenty of room in there.
Now, lots of people are putting live wells in their rocket launchers. I really like the way that you access this one.
I see what you're saying, Rick. And this is a 24, 25 gallon live well right here. Now, it fills through this whole top to bottom fill. It's really smart. And to wrap this up here, Rick, obviously you've got rod storage right here, and you've got yet another place to store tackle trays right there.
George, of course, you can remove these cushions and have a casting platform back here, but they've got a neat feature you were showing me.
I have never seen a jump seat that's rigged up like this. This is like the next level jump seat.
I want you to try that seat out.
Can I? I might not want to get up. Yeah, look at that.
Okay,
I mean,
but now sit down in it.
Oh,
How's
I might
that?
not definitely want to get up.
Okay, just pop the back of it. How about that? That's pure Grady comfort right there.
Couldn't be any easier. So you've got two really comfortable seats right here, in addition to the matching two on the front that work the same way. And I told you there was another live well. That's right here. I mean, what more do you need?
Oh, what more do I need? No wasted space, George. How about this? Storage under the front of each one of these.
Drop-in tray, I like it, I like it.
Well thought out.
If you want to get in the water, you can use that second retractable boarding ladder right there. There's a lot going on this boat. If you haven't been on this boat, you definitely need to take a look at it.
Well, of course the guy that has a 30-foot Grady White, if he wants to look at a bay boat, is going to look at it. But it's also a boat to be looked at for any serious bay boat buyer. They hit a home run with this 251 Coastal Explorer.
When we come back, hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles check out a boat designed for the go-fast offshore angler, the Glasstream 360 SCX.
This segment brought to you by Engel, the best performance coolers on the market.
Some of us, well, we're just not meant to be around other people. We're just fine with our own company. No distractions. Quiet. For this is my time.
Welcome back to Florida Sportsman Best Boat. Join our hosts Rick Riles and George Labonte as they check out the Glasstream 360 SCX. Representing the 31 to 53 foot class in the center console category, the Glasstream 360 SCX has an overall length of 36 feet, a beam of 10 feet, and a max horsepower rating of 1,200. Designed to get you to your favorite offshore fishing spot before anyone else, she has a draft of 20 inches, a variable dead rise of 24.5 degrees, a dry weight of 8,950 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 250 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
George, welcome aboard the Glasstream 360 Sport Cabin Extreme. This boat screams adventure at me.
You know, a boat this size, there's so much room in it, and really you're not sacrificing a lot to have this forward cabin here, and you can get up there and walk around on it. So we opened up and looked inside, there's a lot going on. Why don't we take a look? Grab a seat there, my friend. I'm gonna let you have the high chair. How's that sound?
Hey, I kind of like this. This is comfy.
There you go. How about a shave and a haircut?
I can handle it.
Let's talk a little bit about what's down below in this cabin here.
George, I promise you never camped in something better than that. The bed's in there, the TV's in there, the fridge is in there, the microwave is in there. Oh, most important to me, the air conditioning's in there.
And this one has got kind of a unique design. We've got a little, almost like a little couch type of thing over on the starboard side, and then an angular, really big bunk, big enough for two adults, obviously, to share. There's a filler piece that you drop in there, and the entire cabin becomes a bunk. How many boats have a bedroom and a bathroom for a center console?
They've actually got a ceramic head in the center console.
In the console, so you got two separate rooms here. I mean, we're talking about a one-bedroom apartment, basically. You can stretch out people on the bow, laying out in the sun. You've got comfortable seating on both sides here. You've got your barber chair. I'm going to give you a haircut later on. Nice little area to just hang out and chill up here.
George, I like this seat, but let me tell you what I really like about the front of this console. There's just not a better way to build a console than front opening.
Hey, why don't we move to my favorite part of the console, the part with the shade under it. Let's go. Man, let's move back here to where the shade's at. My favorite part of the hardtop, getting underneath one.
Whew, summer is here, but let me tell you something. Back here is where the sexy race boat takes over for me.
You know, look at the console. Look at the curves and the shape of this console. You know, we've got plenty of room up here for displays. We've got a big MFD right here. You've got Mercury's Vessel View, a big 9-inch screen there for your instrumentation. The type of seating we got a two-place helm right here, and you drop the seat back, and it completely wraps around your back. And I thought to myself, you know, how would that be useful? When you're going 70 miles an hour, it absolutely is useful. You are cradled in there like you're on an e-ticket ride. and it's a perfect application for that type of seating. You know, if you're just riding around, you flip that up and you got a comfortable seat with a nice comfortable back. Let's talk about the fishability on this boat. Let's move into the cockpit.
Ooh, George, I love it back here.
Back in the sun.
Lots of room, but remember when we thought beanbags were the end of the world? That was as comfortable as you could ever be in a center console.
We both know that the most comfortable place to sit in a boat, especially when you're going, and especially when you're going fast, is all the way in the back. And we've got a nice L-shaped seat right here, which we can take out. One more place to sit down and get comfortable. Let's talk about the fishing though. You pull a couple of pins and these seats come out of here, and you've got a fishing cockpit.
Well, great live well here. We've had a massive number of baits stored in there all day long. Plenty of fish box room. You know I love a long fish box, and you got to have it if you're going to be offshore pelagic fishing. Rod holders, what more could you ask for back here?
Yeah, you're cheating yourself here though. We've actually got 2 live wells on this boat. You've got a big live well right here and an even bigger live well across the seat right here. And if you wanted to, you can add 2 more in the bow. For me, these 2 right here are going to be plenty. Now, you know, another thing you're going to need if you got a serious fishing boat, you got to have rod holders. I mean, there's rod holders in here. We've got this boat set up with 4 rod holders in the gunnels. You've got storage holders up here, and then the Kingfish style in the hardtop. You've got a lot of power options with this boat too. Now, the boat's max rated for 1,200 horsepower. That's 3 400s, but it'll run really good with just 2 300 horsepower.
But you know what, buddy? This is our 3rd year of doing Glasstreams. They didn't get all that speed out of these hulls by scrimping on space. They didn't make the boat too skinny. There's plenty of room back here for multiple anglers.
You know, if you want to go fishing on a boat, they got you covered. If you want to go laying around in the sun and just relaxing on a boat, they got you covered. If you want to go back to your inner 14-year-old and go 75 miles an hour, they got you covered. What more do you need?
What I need, George, is an adventure, and you can find it on this boat. All those things that you just mentioned, and a whole world of possibilities. Anything you can do on the water, you can do in this boat. The Glasstream 360 SCX is an adventure waiting to happen. You need to see it today.
Hey, if you want any more information about the boats you've seen this week or any boats you see on Best Boat, go to floridasportsman.com.
Or we'll see you on next week's episode of Florida Sportsman Best Boat.
When filming for Florida Sportsman Best Boat, the cast and crew docked and dined at Pirates Cove Marina in Stuart, Florida. Family owned and operated, featuring 50 renovated rooms with an outstanding restaurant and a full-service 50-slip marina.